Usman, welcome back to Derby. 2011, when you played here, I think you had quite a good time.
Yeah.
Good to be back.
I think I was here 2010 and 11, 2 years in a row, but yeah, we won Division 2 the second year, so a lot of fun, a lot of nice memories here at Derby, so it's nice to be back.
Changed a bit.
A little bit, yeah, the change rooms have changed. It's still not any bigger, but it's a little bit nicer, yeah.
And leading Australia now against Derbyshire, nice honour for you.
Yeah, absolutely. Every time you play for Australia is an honour. Captaining Australia is another honour on top of that, so very humbled. Just looking forward to going out there and playing some cricket.
And what did touring teams get out of a game like this? Obviously you played at Worcestershire in one tour match. This is only the second and the only other one, I think.
Just you get to play a match in the middle. The nets are good, but they're never the same. Bowlers will tell you that, batters will tell you that. So it's always nice to go out in the middle and play some cricket. It's the best form of practice. It's the best form. It's the best way to get better. It's the best way to enjoy the game. So that's pretty much it.
Would you not have preferred to have had another test straight away, given what happened at Headingley?
No, it doesn't make too much of a difference. We did play back-to-back test matches. It's always tough work. One test match is tough enough. Back-to-back is pretty tough. So it's nice to just get a little bit of a break, refresh, and then go for the next two.
And the players who play in this game, they've got plenty to prove and places in the test team up for grabs, presumably.
Yeah, there always is. Test cricket. It's always hard work. It's never easy. It's always competition. That's what makes it so tough. That's what makes it so great. And I guess there's a lot of depth in Australian cricket, which is good. It's good for Australian cricket. I think a lot of the guys here, actually all the guys here, deserve to be playing, which is how it should be. And look, disappointing last game, but looking forward for the next one coming up.
And as much as it's exciting to have you back in Derby, I think most people are looking forward to seeing Steve Smith back, aren't they?
Yeah, so am I. He's been on fire lately. He's been batting beautifully. So looking forward to him getting back out there. Obviously had a pretty tough knock, but knowing Steve, he'd be pretty excited to get back out there too.
Usman, one of the privileges of captaincy is picking the batting order. Where would you put yourself?
Yeah, I'm not really picking the batting order, but I think I'll probably be up the top. Me and Harry open, and then go from there. Yeah.
Is that a foreshadowing something for the test?
Look, I'm not really sure at the moment. It depends on the team because Smithy's in there too. There's a few other batsmen in there too. They're trying to get a game. Mitch Marsh obviously hasn't played a lot of cricket, so I think he's batting up the top of the order too. So yeah, Marnus might get a few overs too, bowling his spinners, which I'm always reluctant to do, just to annoy him. But no, I think at the moment it's just about guys going out there playing some cricket, worrying about this game, getting ready for the next game, and whatever's out of our control, just leaving it at that.
Do you still see Ben Stokes hitting sixes when you close your eyes at night, mate?
Yeah, look, it was an excellent innings. I think the way it ended, the drama, you couldn't write a script the way it ended. It was heartbreaking, I guess, for us as a team. Yeah, look, that's the game of cricket. It was a good game in the end, I guess, if you look at it from, the eyes of a spectator or a fan. What an amazing game. Disappointing for us, obviously, but hopefully it'll make the next game or the game after, when we do win, that much more special.
Does it feel like you could be in the middle of an epic series here in terms of Ashes?
I hope it's not too epic. I'd like to just win the next game. You never know. Look, you don't know it's an epic series until it finishes. That last game was obviously pretty epic for England fans. And there's been great Ashes rivalries and great Ashes games. It's funny how it keeps happening in the Ashes. Pressure environment, some great games. But for us, it's about doing the same processes. We played beautifully last game. We were that close to having the Ashes. A couple of things go our way at the end, and we do. So for us, it's about keep doing the same thing over and over again, because I think we've played some really good cricket the first 3 games. So if we keep doing that again and again and again, we're confident that we'll get that win, hopefully next game.
Is this the most intense series you've been part of? You've been part of Ashes before in India?
No, I think all Ashes are intense. Test cricket is intense. That's just how Test cricket is. I wouldn't say it's the most intense. It was definitely, obviously last game doesn't happen very often, so it was a bit different. But I think the intensity is always up there for Ashes series.
On the last day with the swings and roundabouts of the game and afterwards, and I suppose how did you deal with and move on from I suppose the pain of it?
Yeah, look, there was always going throughout the whole day. Even when we got to lunch, I still felt like we were in the box seat. They obviously got a partnership, but I knew if we get one more wicket, that we were right back in the game. That's how it ended up happening. And then we got so close, 9 wickets. They needed 78 runs or whatever it was. I guess at that point, you just we were all each other. We weren't getting ahead of ourselves. Even in the team huddle, we were just like, stay calm, stay calm, stay calm. And Stokesy obviously batted beautifully. Things didn't go away, and then when we lost, and you sort of lose from a point where you don't expect to lose, and it hurts. It probably hurts more because you probably probably should have won that game. So it definitely sticks with you, especially afterwards. That night, it's always tough to sleep that night because you're thinking of what could you have done, what could you have done differently as a team. It hurts. It's probably one of the toughest losses I've had. I think a lot of the guys will be the same, but in the same respect, you have a good night's sleep, and then you wake up the next morning, the sun does come up, and then you're back at it again. That's all about being a professional. You try to learn from your past, try to learn from those past mistakes, but then you move on as quickly as possible. When you've done it for a long time, you know how quickly things can change in sport. A week is a long time in sport, so we're looking forward to the next game.
How does say the past couple of days with Justin, as you sort of obviously spoke to the guys in the rooms, and then you sort of timed yourselves, and then last night or this morning, what was the chat?
No, look, we just, as we always do, have team debrief. Talked about the game, talked about what we could have done differently, maybe how we can improve if we get in the same situations next time, which we do after every game. And then once we've done that, we move on and look forward to the next game. It's as simple as that. There's still 2 games left. We need to win one more game to retain the Ashes, so that's our goal. We don't want to complicate it any more than that. And as I said, we played some really good cricket the first 3 games. We should have won that last game, but we didn't. But we played beautifully at Edgbaston. For the majority of the game at Lords, we played really well. So it's just about doing those processes over and over again and making sure we don't worry about things we can't control.
A few people have been a bit surprised at what Marnus has done in the past 3 innings as he stayed captain. Were you surprised at all? Or?
No, Marnus is a terrific player. Strange bloke, terrific player. He's a lovely kid. He loves cricket. Trains hard, does everything right. He's played beautifully in England this year. I think he's got 500 for Glamorgan. He's in good form. That's when you want to be picked for Australia. It's perfect for him, and he's doing it. He's doing it beautifully at the moment. Does pretty tough cricket out there last game, and he batted the house down. So I'm sure if he keeps batting like that, there's a lot more test runs for him.
How does Cameron Bancroft go as a yoga instructor?
He's great. He's like, I'm a pretty stiff man, I reckon. So he kept coming over to me and tapping me someplace. But he loves that kind of stuff, bangers, and it's something a little bit different doing yoga before warm up, but enjoyed it.
Was one of you captain Australia in a tour game before?
No, just Aussie.
And from the experience you've had captaining Queensland over the 5 years or so you've been doing it, what have you, I suppose, gleaned about captaincy and leadership? What's important to you when you lead us on?
Probably being yourself, most important thing. I think I learned pretty quickly. You can't expect anyone else to do anything that you don't do yourself. Don't try to be anything different just because you have a C next to your name. It's really important to stay consistent and clear, and I think that's what guys respect. And I hope the guys back home in Queensland, that's what they respect me for. That I'm pretty consistent, and I don't really change too much whether I'm captain or not captain. I still carry myself as I would any other time. So I think that's the main thing.
How do you feel about your own performance?
Steve, have there been any discussions about that coming into this game, or those sort of talk?
No. At the game, we're just playing cricket. As I said, it's 3 days of cricket here. No matter where you're playing, there's always competitions for spots, as it is. It's the nature of the game. You don't wish anything bad on anyone. As I said, everyone in the squad deserves to be playing Test cricket. So you just go out there and try to perform. Main goal for us to try to win this game. Do that. Obviously can't control what you can't control.
Last two. Justin had said that earlier in this series that a lot of the Queensland boys look up to you as their captain. Do you see yourself as a leader on the field even during the test match? Like, are you the sorts who would walk up and give Tim Payne a suggestion, or like, is that how you look at yourself in the team?
Yeah, absolutely. I talk to Payne on the field all the time about tactics and different things. Not too much because I don't want to get into his head because I know what it's like to be a captain and having lots of people come up to you. So I pick and choose the important times. Yeah, I do have played over 40 test matches now, so I've got that experience in international cricket. But at the end of the day, everything I do on the field is just to try to help us win cricket games for Australia. That's how I enjoy playing my cricket, and I know nothing feels like a win. And learn from, nothing feels as bad as a loss either, as we learnt last game.
I was just going to say, what do you think of Tim Payne's review calls?
Look, it's not easy. Until you've actually been in a captain's footsteps and actually felt the pressure of a review, it's never easy. You have 15 seconds to make a decision. It's probably one of the toughest parts of the game. And sometimes you're on fire with it, you get something right, and then other times that you just get stuff wrong. I've seen both happen from all different captains. So it's just how it is.
And your thoughts on your own form in the first three tests? How do you feel as if you're going?
I actually feel really good batting. Just haven't made any big runs lately, which is obviously frustrating for me. And obviously when you're looking at the team, you want your top order to score big runs, and I think we've fallen short of that at the top order. I think they have too in a lot of the games. It has been tough work, but that can be the difference sometimes, winning and losing a test match. And look, I'm actually getting lots of starts. It's not like I'm in no man's territory. So the most important thing is to capitalise on those starts. Because, as you say, if you don't capitalise on those starts, there's always times where you're going to get out early. So that's what the best players do. So hopefully I'll do that in upcoming games.